Kids Playground.
Hooray!
This is the Deron Harris Podcast. Here's your host, Deron Harris.
Yo, what's good, folks? Welcome back to the program. I'm Deron Harris. This is my show. This is the Deron Harris Show. How you feeling? How you feeling? What's good this week? How you feeling? What's good? What's good? How you feeling? You doing all right? You all right? Everybody okay out there? You doing good? I hope you're doing good out there. I really do. Sincerely, I hope everybody out there is doing well mentally. I hope you're doing well physically. I hope everybody's doing good, man. I really do. I'm feeling good this week. I had a bad week a couple weeks ago, but it's all right. You know, you win some, you lose some. You know, but the important thing is to get up and keep moving. Don't sit there and dwell in it. Get up, shake it off to the best of your ability and go out and make your life happen. You know what I'm saying? So, what's happening with you folks? I hope you're doing good. Like I said, I hope all the Democrats are doing good. I hope all the Republicans are doing good. I really do. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I really do. I hope everybody, I hope all Americans are doing good. I do. Today I'm on that shit. I'm on that let's be good. Let's do good shit. That's what I'm on today. So I hope all Americans, you know, the Democrats and the Republicans are good to each other. Now, I got friends on both sides of the aisle. You know, I got Democratic friends and I got Republican friends. And me, myself, I've always identified as a Democrat. You know, I just have. But I started thinking, why? Why? Why is it that we just have these two parties, the red party, the blue party, the Crips and the Bloods? That's really what it is the Crips and the Bloods. Why are we sitting here watching the fucking Crips and the Bloods? Is there anybody else, any other kind of party? Now, not too long ago, I did a podcast on some other political parties. There's some other parties out there. All right, cool. You know, there's a few parties out there. But are these parties active? Are they doing anything? Is anybody making any noise? Do they have anybody worth talking about? Do they? Well, I think so. I mean, me personally, I think so. Now, a lot of people, I'm going to get a lot of flack for what I'm about to say. I'm about to get a lot of kickback from what I'm about to say. And I just want to, all the people that are throwing hate and shade at me, I just want to say this up front. Fuck you. Okay? Like, make no mistake about it for all this, because at the end of the day, this is what people are afraid of. People are afraid of other people's opinion. And people, if your opinion don't match with their opinion, then all of a sudden, people got this knack of just calling you outside of your fucking name because they fucking feel like it, or saying some disrespectful shit to you because you don't agree with what they agree. And I'm fucking allowed to not agree with you motherfuckers, okay? I'm allowed to do that. It doesn't make me a dumbass. It just makes it that I think different than you. I think differently than you. I believe different things than you believe, and I'm entitled to that. So, like I said, right up front, anybody who wants to throw down some racial comments or get down on some bullshit with me, fuck you right up front. Okay? Now, with that being said, I do think that there's some other options. There's some other options than this Democratic bullshit or this Republican garbage. I mean, it's just, I'm over it. I sit here day in and day out and I watch the sheep. That's right. I called y'all motherfucking sheep sitting here watching the presidential debates and wondering, is it going to be Trump or is it going to be Biden? I think it shouldn't be either, personally. I don't think it should be either one of them. I really don't. I really don't. And I'm just baffled as to, as I look at the list of candidates on either side, the Democratic side and the Republican side, I'm looking at the list of candidates and it just doesn't, come on, man. We ain't got nobody else. There ain't nobody who wants to do this. Nobody with any real sense of anything, man. Really, because people want to be the president for one reason. They start out by telling you they want to be the president to help the country, but really, motherfuckers want to be the president for really is to be in power. to be the most important motherfucker in the country. That is why they want to be the president. They want the power. Look at Donald Trump. This motherfucker trying to get to be the president again so bad. His dick so hard. This motherfucker is, he dying to be the president again because everybody licked his ass. And that's exactly what he wanted, was motherfuckers to lick his ass. And honestly, I don't know why. I don't know why. His base, right? And trust me, I live close to some people who really support this motherfucker, and it really does baffle me how you really could support this motherfucker. Because he will never come to your fucking house. He's never going to come to your house. And even if he did, he'd probably be disgusted with you motherfuckers just because he's that guy. He don't fucking care about you. Just like Joe Biden don't care about me. He don't care about me. Okay? We have a government full of politicians who don't really care about. They nice to you. It's like they nice to you because they trying to smash. That's the only reason they trying to be nice. Like it's a motherfucker trying to fuck you, and the only reason he nice to you is because he trying to fuck you. That's what these politicians out here represent to me these days. They just nice to you until they get what the fuck they want. They ain't really doing shit for us. They doing shit for them and they family and they constituents. But the rest of us regular ass Americans, and we're really not regular. We are Americans. We are all important. And I don't give a fuck what side of the aisle you're on, a Democrat or a Republican. I don't give a fuck. Neither one of you is more important than the other. You're not. I'm sick of motherfuckers thinking, oh, the Democrats, they all should just go die. Fuck you. And the same thing with Republicans. The Democrats saying the same thing about Republicans. You motherfuckers are idiots. We're all Americans. We're fighting each other. We're fucking stupidly. We look stupid on the world stage because we can't get our shit together at home. Come on, motherfuckers, for real. Can we find some other motherfuckers? Please. Now, I don't want to be mad. I really don't want to be mad, but I'm getting real frustrated just watching all this rhetoric and this fucking babbling and all the hate and fucking racism and all this fucking alt-right bullshit and radical left. I'm over it. The shit is getting to be where I'm just, somebody else needs to do it. Somebody else needs to run. Somebody else. No, why don't you leave the country, Deron? Well, fucking pay for it, and I might. For real, because it's just getting bad here. I'm looking at all these social media posts, motherfuckers talking about growing your own food, finding your own bomb shelters, the end of, because we're in so much bullshit with so many other countries. We got so many people that fucking hate us, that motherfuckers want to launch shit at us because we're in their fucking business. Come on, man. Come on, man. And I've said this before in another podcast. If I was the president, this is what the fuck would happen. We ain't doing none of that shit no more, okay? Simple as that. If you guys want to be the number one, if you guys want to fight about, but we're pulling out of this shit. We're going to be America. We make ice cream now. That's what we make. Now, don't get it twisted. If you bring your ass over here, we'll stuff a bomb so far up your fucking ass it'll make your head spin. But make no mistake, we're not into your shit no more, man. We don't give a fuck what y'all are doing. We don't espionage. We don't give a fuck what you're doing. Just don't come over here and bring your shit over here to us. And we won't bring our shit over there to you. We'll stay out of your business if you stay out of ours. Period. But we're too far gone. We are the kings of that shit. We are the kings of in your business. And the reason why is because of our political establishment and the motherfuckers that we continuously elect. We bitch about them every time we elect them. Either these motherfuckers are bitching about them or those motherfuckers are bitching about them. Every single time. There's never an accord where everybody's like, you know what? This motherfucker's halfway decent. Never a time. It's either this motherfucker's got to be in office and everybody else has to die, or these motherfuckers got to be in office and everybody else on the other side has to die. And that's just two different fucking countries. You know what I'm saying? That's just two different Americas, man. And it really is. There is really two different Americas going on here. And it's got to come to an end because we're all here. We're all going to be here. We all ain't going nowhere. Now, everybody's talking about if the militias start popping up and motherfuckers, and we going to regulate and fucking, man, shut the fuck up with that shit. Shut the fuck up, because at the end of the day, Ain't nobody going nowhere. Y'all ain't forcing nobody out of nowhere. I don't give a fuck how much. I mean, even if Trump becomes the president and starts with his militia, ain't nobody going nowhere. Ain't nobody rounding up a bunch of black and brown people. That shit ain't fucking happening. Okay? It's not gonna fucking happen. And the reason why it's not gonna happen is because motherfuckers fight now. And motherfuckers ain't scared no more. That's why. So if you want it, you'll get it. Now, I'm not asking for it. I'm not saying that it should happen, but I'm just saying if you want it, you'll get it. And that's just going to be messy for us because that leaves us wide open and super vulnerable for other countries. I mean, imagine us fighting each other. We're fighting each other on a fucking grand scale. Another civil war. We're out here shooting each other in the fucking streets. And then somebody decides to let off a fucking nuclear warhead someplace here in the United States that's not from the United States, that hates the United States. And now we're all fucked up. Because we're blind. We've taken our eye off the prize. We can't see the forest for the fucking trees. We can't unite. We can't bring it together. We can't be the United States of America. We can't be it. We are not it. We've never been it. We've never been united. We're just a bunch of fucking states of America. That's what we are. States of America. We're not united. We're not united, and we need to be that. We need to find a common ground. We need to find an area where we can have a dialogue, where we can sit down and say, hey, listen, we need to learn to coexist. Racism is stupid. It's never going to win. I don't give a fuck how much you try. I'm going to tell you why racism doesn't work. The very fundamental reason why racism will never work. Racism will never work. And I'm going to tell you why. Because there are other races. There's never going to be a time in history where there is just one race on the planet. There was once. Africans, us, me. There was once, but there's so many other races now. But race really is a construct, but there are. Let's just say there's so many other races that you're constantly just going to be fucking a ball of bullshit because you're just a racist bastard and you can't get away from other races because we're not going nowhere. Do you want to live in a fucking all-white? Then I suggest you get a fucking island and move to it. That's the only way. You'll probably have an all-white country where, that's fine, but it's never going to be an all-white world. You're never going to live in an all-white or an all-black or all-Indian or an all-Chinese world. You're never going to be able to live there. It does not exist and will not exist. So let's just kick that idea to the curb, folks, okay? Now, back to this unity thing, back to this political unity thing. We are so afraid. We are so afraid as Americans to look outside of the box. We look at what is given to us and we examine these things that are given to us and we make our choice out of these two things really without looking to see if there are any more choices. If we have any more choices, is there another choice? It's like rolling up to McDonald's. Yeah, can I chocolate and well, you got a vanilla milkshake? I'd like a vanilla milkshake. You got one of those? Oh yeah, we happen to have that too. Yeah, but nobody ever thinks about the vanilla milkshake. They either think the chocolate or they think the strawberry. You know what I'm saying? Let me get a chocolate milkshake. Let me get a strawberry. But rarely do motherfuckers go, hey, I think I'll try a vanilla or a banana shake. Hey, you got a banana shake? Yeah, I'll try the banana shake. Nobody ever does that. They go straight for the chocolate. They go straight for the vanilla because that's all they've really been offered the majority of their lives. And that's the thing, same thing here. Democrats, Republicans, the majority of our lives. Now, there's a few other parties out there that I've mentioned, but they're very low profile. But I really do think that it's high time that some of these other parties and some of these other figures start emerging more prominently. There needs to be that. I think there needs to be that. And the reason why is because Democrats and Republicans are just getting too complacent. They're getting too lazy. Ain't nobody. We need an independent candidate. And I'm going to say it like this. That doesn't create 100% peace because it's never going to be 100% peace because there's motherfuckers are always going to. But what we do need is unity. Okay? I don't have to agree with you 100% time. But we can at least be together. It's like the relationship that I have with my wife. We don't agree all the time, but we are together. At least we are united. We don't always agree. Sometimes we fight and we argue, but at least we are united in what our goals and accomplishments are in our lives. We're united in that. And we as the states of America, we need to find that. We need to find the united part. We need to come up on that. We need to dig a little deeper and try and see if we can find this, because it is here. I see it. I see remnants of it. Every time I go someplace, and I sit down in a restaurant and I see a real diverse mix of people. Or even at the same party, I see a party of people sitting there, be like 10 people there, and there's a couple of Asian kids, there's a white kid, maybe 2 or 3 white kids, there's 4 or 5 black kids, a Spanish kid that walked over and said, "Hey, what's up?" And there's a guy from India. There's people. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that, and it's because it's people who have accepted other people. Did you hear that, folks? It's people who have accepted other people. And those people generally are a lot deeper. They're a lot deeper people than people that just want to confine to their own land. We're going to stay over here with this group of people. We don't want any other outsiders than these groups of people. And no one can, and we don't like your group of people. We don't care to spend any time or socialize with your group of people. You can take your group of people over there to your side of the tracks, and we'll stay over here with our group of people, and we'll learn our group of people things, and you can keep your things to your group of people. And that is the dumbest shit in the world. I think it's dumb. And the reason, like I said, one of the reasons I think it's dumb is because I have a bunch of friends. I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of friends from a lot of different places. A lot of different places. And I have learned some incredible shit from my friends from those places. I really have. Some great shit. Food, ways to do, fold clothes, all kinds of shit that I've learned from my friends from other places, from foreign places. It needs to stop, folks. So today, wow, I spoke a while already, and I haven't even gotten to what I really want to talk about. And I keep hitting around it, but today I want to talk about one candidate in particular that I saw. And I follow this guy on social media. And I really think he has a lot of good things to say. He is insanely smart. He is an insanely smart person. He is an activist, and he is black, and in that he is not, I don't think he's even got a shot. But I think he could be our best hope. I think he could be our best shot. And I will let you know who that is when I come back from break. You are listening to the Deron Harris Podcast. I'm Deron Harris, folks. I'll be right back. Peace.
Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean. Of course I use Mr. Clean Magic Eraser to clean tough messes off my stovetop and bathtub. But then I discovered I can also use it to easily clean my patio furniture and even my shoes. I'm hooked.
And when wipes won't cut it, I use Magic Eraser Sheets. They're thin and flexible erasers, perfect for everyday messes, like gunk on my counters and sinks. They really are magical.
The reviews are in. Mr. Clean Magic Eraser and Sheets make cleaning look easy.
Now, back to the Deron Harris Podcast.
Yo, what to do, folks? What's happening? Welcome back to my program. Today, I'm talking about other options. I'm talking about other shit, man. Other options. We act like we ain't got no options politically, but we actually do have some options. And like I said, historically, I've always voted Democrat, and I have some Republican friends. But there's some people that I'm looking at. Now, there's a couple of people that are running, that have ran and have dropped out. But there are other parties that are running also that don't get a lot of burn. Now, I know you know one of them, which is the Kennedy kid. You know what I'm saying? Robert F. Kennedy. Robert F. Kennedy initially was going to run as a Democrat, but then switched up and decided he was going to run as an independent. Now, that's good and bad, because if you run it as independent, you run the risk of sucking a lot of Democratic votes, to that independent side, which if we get any less votes on the Democratic side, then the Republicans win. But see, that's that mentality. If we get any less votes on this side, then these win. Then these people win. And the same thing, if we vote any more on this party, then these people win. But what if we all did? What if we all decided, hey, fuck that. Everybody who is tired of the Democratic bullshit, everybody who is tired of this Republican bullshit. What if we all got together and said, hey, listen, what if we tried this? It's only 4 years. It's only 4 years. Let's see. Let's give it a fucking try. Because at this point, folks, anything almost is better than almost anything is better than what we got going on right now. We cannot get it together. And for one side, it looks really bad for one particular, for like groups of people, but one group of people in particular, and I really won't go into this podcast, but it's looking bad. Need to start standing the fuck up. Need to start manning the fuck up. And that's the truth. We need to start manning the fuck up and taking back our from these politicians, taking back the country from all these politicians, because we don't own the country, folks. We're just here. They own the country. They do it. They're supposed to work for us, but no, we work for them. Wake up. So there's Robert F. Kennedy. Then there's Jill Stein. Now, Jill Stein, she's a doctor. She's got some pretty good views. She's running with the Green Party. But she is mild. She's very mild, so she's not going to get a lot of traction. Maybe she might. I hope she, I just want people to know. I'm not saying go out and vote for these people. I'm just saying these are some other names that you should know of if you are sick of the bullshit. Okay? But lastly, this person really made me think about this, because, man, is the country ready for this, brother? I really, I would like to see it. I would love to see it. I would love to see this happen, only to see what would happen. What would happen? How could we advance from that point? From the point, how different could things be if this person were elected president? And that person is Dr. Cornel West. That's right, Dr. Cornel West is running for president. Now, a lot of people didn't know that. A lot of black people didn't even know that Dr. Cornel West is running for president. But you know what's more shocking than that? Is a lot of black people don't even know who Dr. Cornel West is. And that is the truth. That's a shame. That is a shame. And that's one brother that everybody should know. Not just black people. That's one brother that everybody should know. Well, who the fuck is Dr. Cornel West? Who is this motherfucker? Well, let me tell you who Dr. Cornel West is. Well, he's a presidential candidate. He's running independent, but he was trying to run with the Green Party and ran with another party, but decided that he was going to run independent. He is the son of a pastor, and he's written over 20 books. He He wrote a book called Race Matters. These are, I mean, just some really good books that he wrote. Like 3 books that really kind of resonated were Race Matters, Democracy Matters, and Prophetic Fire. Those are 3 of the 20 books that he wrote that he got some like major accolades for writing these books. He is originally from Tulsa, Oklahoma, but he ended up growing up in California. Now, that's all the basic stuff. But what people didn't know about this brother is this brother graduated with a bachelor's from Harvard and then went back and became a professor at Harvard. He has a Master of Arts and a PhD at Princeton. He also has, he's held professional fellowships at, like I said, Harvard, Yale, Princeton, Union Theological Seminary, Dartmouth, Pepperdine, and the University of Paris. That brother is deep. That brother is a thinker. An actual thinker. Now we need a businessman. We need this person in it. No, folks, what we need in the White House is a person who thinks. We need a thinker. Somebody who is intelligent. Somebody who isn't rash. Somebody who actually gives a shit. We need a thinker in office. Somebody who uses their brain, not just their mouth. We need a thinker, somebody that's real, somebody that commands respect. This is what we need. Now, in addition to this, he's been in some movies too. He's been in quite a few film and television projects. I bet you can't even imagine. It's a popular ass movie he was in. He was in The Matrix, and he was in The Matrix Reloaded and The Matrix Revolutions. He was one of the council members. He was a council member, and then they went and got this brother. He didn't audition because of who he is and his philosophy. Now, he is a political activist from hell, okay? If you are on some racial bullshit, Brother West is coming for you. Brother West is going to put it in your mouth and make you swish it around and swallow it. If you're on some racism. If you're on the putting down of black people, Brother West is going to get you clear, okay? He's going to help you understand real well. He's going to make sure that you get it clear that black folks are like everybody else. And even more so, black folks are not to be fucked with. That these days are over. But I'm going to tell you, he's going to do it with so much class and so much tact, because when you see this brother speak, he is passionate. He is passionate about one thing. He's passionate about the love of humanity. That is one thing. And that's one thing that all of these motherfuckers standing up on these podiums preaching shit every fucking week that I say, Donald Trump, Joe, that is, that's the opposite of what they do. Brother West cares about humanity. Doesn't care about power. And that is what has compelled him to run for president. He cares about love and humanity, and let's get ourselves together and unity. Do we want to be a unified country? Now, there's a lot of people who don't. Believe it or not, there's motherfuckers out here that just want to secede and, be this fucking alt-right America, where they're marching around looking like fucking Nazis and that bullshit. Which I just think is, do you want that? Is that what the fuck you want? Somebody to fucking be up your ass and tell you how to fucking dress? And is that what the fuck you want? Then go somewhere else. Then go someplace else. Because it's never going to be here. Because as long as you want that and as long as you try to make that happen, the more motherfuckers are going to fight you. And make no mistake about it. While the alt-right might be, alt-right, everybody else is exactly that. Everybody else. There's black folks. There is also white folks that don't want that bullshit no more. Okay? There's also white folks. And, yeah, shout out to Jon Stewart. Cats like that, brother. I mean, for real. Shout out to that dude. They are tired of it. And they want it to stop just like the rest of us. We want to just live in peace. We want this. We want the same shit as everybody else. We want motherfuckers to stop exploiting us and taking advantage of us. That is what we want. We want to be able to make our own things without having them be destroyed. We want to be self-reliant. We don't want to be reliant on that system anymore. And make no mistake, we are. I heard something today that was really puzzling to me, which I think I'm going to do a podcast about this also. I heard in China that the people in China that the relaxers and things that they make to sell over here to the black ladies, that they not supposed to sell it to the ladies in China. They can't sell it to those ladies in China. They sell it over here for us. And black women have the highest rate of fibroid and brain cancer, shit like that happening to black women, and that comes from the weave. Now, the reason why is because we want straight hair. We trying to put other people's hair in our hair, and we want and that is not good for us. That ain't good for us, man, because it ain't our hair. It's not ours. They're making it, and they make it that way on purpose. They make it that way on purpose. There's chemicals and shit like that. All this weave and wigs and all this just chemicals and shit like that. Come on, girls. Come on, ladies. It's time that we have somebody that care about those things. It's time also that we have somebody that cares about the food that we put in our bodies in that industry, because that shit is just, largely, look at the fucking back of the labels in the grocery store. I did a podcast about that also. They're killing us. They really are. And they're getting away with it legally because these motherfuckers are large corporations that are able to do these things and get these laws passed, even though these fucking things are toxic. They're able to put them because of lobbying and politics and politicians and the kickbacks. I really would like somebody, I want a motherfucker who wants the job, really, first of all. I want a motherfucker who wants the job. Like, if you were to pay, like I saw another meme that said if you paid all these public servants what the median salary was for in their state, what the median salary was in their state, you'd have a whole lot more regular people trying to run for office as opposed to, they wouldn't be these corrupt fuckers in these positions, because it wouldn't be all these kids. If they can get all these kickbacks and all this. I'm over it. I'm over corporate America, and I'm over political America. I'm over it. We need something different, folks. Now, I'm not saying we need to go vote out for these independent party people, but I think they're definitely worth a listen. I think these cats are definitely worth a listen, because they have very valid points. They have very valid points. They have ideas that could solve a lot of the problems that we have, but our good old Democrats and Republicans, they're not going to get anything out of it. So, of course, they're going to come at you and they're going to make you believe that, oh, you shouldn't do this, and that's bullshit, and that's rhetoric, and and this is the way that we've always done it, because this is the way that you've always done it, because this is the way you've always made your fucking money. There's 8 or 9 motherfuckers that have more wealth than just about everybody in the United States. There's a problem there. There's a fucking problem there. The housing market, there's a problem there. The banking system, there's a problem there. And the problem is politics and politicians. They need to be checked. They need to be regulated. And I think they need to wear fucking webcams. I think every politician, the president, and everybody, I think you need to wear a body cam so we can see the exact moment when you fuck us. So we can reach out to your ass So we can reach out and go, we don't necessarily agree with that. We don't want these closed door meetings anymore. We don't want that. We don't want secrets. Oh, but you have to have secrets. Why? You don't have to have secrets. You have to have secrets if you're trying to fuck somebody. That's it. If you're trying to fuck someone, you keep secrets. Simple as that. Simple as that. So don't turn it into some other shit that is really not. If you got secrets you're keeping, like we keep so many fucking secrets, man, we're fucking people. Period. So I'm going to take one more break. I'm going to go to the bathroom and get a glass of water. And when I come back, I'm going to wrap it up. I'm Deron Harris, and this is my podcast. Be right back.
Así has preparado siempre tu Nescafé clásico. Y así es como se prepara el nuevo Nescafé clásico sin cafeína. Si no encuentras diferencias, es porque no las hay. El nuevo Nescafé clásico sin cafeína sabe exactamente igual que tu Nescafé clásico de siempre. Vive sanamente.
Hey folks, what up? Welcome back to the program. Today I'm talking about alternative candidates for president, and one in particular, Dr. Cornel West. Been talking about this brother right here. Now, like I said, I've followed this brother for a long time. He's had a lot of great things to say. He's a great philosopher, and he is a champion for black people, man. He really is. He has sharply criticized President Barack Obama. You know, let's get that out there. But nonetheless, this brother right here is a champion for black people, and I think that he is not going to get any burn. But I think what he was really trying to do is wake black people up politically. That's what I think this brother's trying to do. I think he's trying to wake black people, not just black people, but I mean, especially black people, but really people of color, but especially black people, trying to wake y'all up, man. Wake us up politically. Get up. Get out of bed politically. We got to get up. We got to get active. If we want things to change, we can't just sit around the liquor store. You know what I'm saying? If we want things to change, we just can't sit here on welfare. If we want things to change, we can't just stand here in the corner and sell drugs. We got to be vocal. We got to make change. We have to change. We have already shown and demonstrated that white folks ain't here to help us. They not here to help us. They really not. When it comes down to even the ones that care, they really, because they just not here for that. And then and most importantly, it's not their responsibility. They're never going to take responsibility for it because it's our responsibility. Did they do it to us? Yes. Can we expect them to fix it? No. We have to fix it. It becomes our responsibility, and it should be. It should be anyway. We should want to see ourselves do better than we are. We should want to see that. We should want to see that. We should be working diligently towards that. All the churches need to be working towards that. I mean, I don't want to get on religion, but let me say this about the church, the black church in particular. In the town that I live in, all the black churches, all the people, all the parishioners at all the different black churches, they all talk about each other. They're all talking about each other. So right off the bat, you're all a bunch of fake-ass Christians. First, let's start there, fake Christians. Because if you're talking about other people, you're sinning, okay? You're fake. If you're talking about other people, then you're fake. You need to shut your fucking mouth. All right? With that being said, this is what needs to happen in the black community, especially because there's so many fucking churches trying to outdo each other, out-Christian each other. It's fucking ridiculous. But what needs to happen is in the churches. Everybody needs to get together. All the churches, all the black churches, every quarterly. All the black churches in town to get together and have a picnic. Or not a picnic. Let's have a function where we all get together and eat food. where we all get together and celebrate ourselves and celebrate our accomplishments and congregate. That's how you take your neighborhood back. You come out into it. All right? You don't sit in your house and shut your mouth. You become active. Why do you think white neighborhoods look like that? Because they come outside their house and say shit to motherfuckers. That's why white neighborhoods look the way they look. Because if you come in their neighborhood fucking some shit up, they come out of their house and they say some shit. Hey, what are you doing there? Not us. We just sit there and contribute. Motherfucker throw a bag of potato chips on top of it. We throw some chicken bones right down on top of that shit. We have to get away from that. All right? And I'm calling you out. And if you're trying to say, oh, fuck you, nigga. You know what? Fuck you, nigga. Simple as that. Wake the fuck up. Be a real fucking person instead of some bullshit ass avatar. Get the fuck off social media. Stop puckering your lips at the fucking camera, bitch. Get your ass up and become politically aware. Care about your fucking surroundings, not just your immediate self. Care about the struggles that your brothers and sisters are going through, and then act accordingly to help them. Because I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to say it like this also. If you black, you out here, you got your little Tesla and you got your little condo, little house, and you got your little money in your little bank account, you winning. Motherfucker, you ain't really winning. You might be winning, but we all need to win. We all need to win. Well, nigga, I won. You niggas need to win. Well, come on, nigga. Because I know you didn't win by yourself. I know a motherfucker helped you. I'm self-made. No, the fuck you ain't. Nobody is. Nobody ever was. FYI. There's always been somebody to help someone, to give that person the nod yes or the nod no. There's always been that person. Nobody just miraculously formed they shit. No, they didn't do that. Motherfucker said, even the people who have Gucci bags, somebody had to say, all right, sure. Let's try it. And when you help each other, you form community, man. You form community. I want to go back to the time where my kids can go out and play in the street. They don't do that no more. Kids don't play in the street no more. They really don't. You don't see kids. I remember when I was like 15, 16, standing at one end of the block, my man standing at the other end of the block, and us just throwing the football up and down the block, just throwing the football. Kids don't do that shit no more. Motherfuckers is on Instagram. They trying to pull pranks on motherfuckers on Instagram. And what kind of dumb shit is that? They don't get up and listen, you got to hand it to other motherfuckers. The PS5 is a hypno box. That's what it is. It's a hypno box. Got your ass inside all damn day. We have to wake up, people. All right? There's a lot of ways to wake up. We need to start with politics. All right? We need to wake up, pull the wool off, and understand that these motherfuckers are not here for us. They're not here to help us. They're here to help them. Okay? They're here to help them. They're here to help them. Not you. Not me. Not America. Themselves. All right? So I'm going to leave you folks with this. I think the world needs more fire. There need to be people on fire. People on fire for justice. People on fire for freedom. The most fundamental question in the book is how to be men and women of integrity, honesty, in the time of mendicancy and criminality. In the history of black people, Those who have been prophetic have either been killed or bought off and co-opted. Now we live in the age of the sellout, no matter what color you are. I argue that we witnessed the reniggerization of the black professional class. They've got power, assets, and prosperity, but they are still intimidated. They are concerned with their careers rather than their callings. What's your calling, folks? What's your calling? What are you called to do? Stand up, folks. Stand up, especially black people. Stand up, man. Start paying attention to this, brother. Start paying attention to things that concern us. Because that's where our salvation is. Our salvation does not lie with the Democratic Party, doesn't lie with the Republican Party. Because, come on, y'all, let's face it, they really not here to help us either side, really. Not extensively. Think about it. Go back and look at it. Bill Clinton, Democrat, the crime bill. Fuck this. We need some people for us. You hear me, folks? We need some people for us. We need some people for us. I want to thank my mother and my father for being the best parents in the world. I want to thank my wife for being the best wife in the world, for holding me down. I want to thank my best friend and producer, Jesse Yandel, for putting me up to this and giving me the courage to do my podcast for you folks every week. I want to thank Gentry Thomas for giving me the platform to do it on. And last but not least, I want to thank you all for joining me every week and listening to me rant and rave and just listening to me. I really do appreciate it. You can continue to follow me on my social media. My name is Deron, D-E-R-O-N. Last name Harris, H-A-R-R-I-S. There's a T in the middle of those. And on my Instagram, it's Deron T. Harris or Deron Teray Harris Comedian. And you can also find me on Threads. I'm on Facebook. I got an Instagram like a motherfucker. I mean, like I just said, I am also on YouTube as Deron Harris. And you can go find me on any of my social medias. And if there's anything that you guys want to discuss, hit my DM, man. You know, DM me, hit me in the box. My producer will check it out, let me know, and we'll chop it up. All right, folks? So, in the meantime, in the between time, if you work your thing and I work mine's, maybe next week we'll meet back here, same time. All right? I appreciate it. Peace.
You've been listening to the Deron Harris Podcast. Subscribe to the show, give a good rating, and everything you need to know is at DeronHarris.com.